Welcome everyone. Yeah, so I'm going to show us a couple of new apps we developed for the cloud. We had a 6-week cloud initiative that just ended in March. So these apps released on the marketplace in March. They're free right now, so everything I show you when I jump into the live demo, you can test those out. If you have any questions, find me. I'll probably be sitting right there. I only have a couple slides, then we jump into the demo. I don't like slides. A little background on us. We have over 10 years of experience in Confluence and developing Confluence apps. Our main intranet app is on data center and server. I think it's one of the most popular intranet apps on the marketplace. And like I alluded to, we are using that knowledge to build cloud apps to solve some problems and challenges that our server apps solve. And there are a couple companies that we work with. So some content challenges or things I run into when I'm talking to other companies. They have a divide, or when I talk to companies about an intranet, they have a divide between technical and non-technical teams. Most times, IT or the developers are using Confluence, and then some other tool is being used for those non-technical teams. So, why is that? Is it, Confluence can look really, really technical if you just have a bunch of lists, or, the wiki can look pretty bland. There's no personalization of content. What you put on your dashboard, you can't really customize that to maybe a location or a department. And then highlighting important content, you can put, or have blog lists, but maybe you have like company news that you want to highlight at the top all the time and kind of have those stickied up there. That's kind of missing from the cloud. So like I said, only a few slides, then we'll jump into our demo instance here. So the two apps that I'm going to show is navigation and news. And then we have contact lists and language manager, which if you want to learn more about, you can come find me. But so up here at the top is our nav bar that I created. If I open it up, I like to recommend to our intranet customers that they put the important information for everyone in the company. So corporate goals, corporate strategy, maybe org charts, processes, data privacy, safety, all those things come first. So no matter what space or page you're in Confluence, the nav bar's there. It's there. You can access this information. If you don't have a nav bar, kind of don't have any orientation. You have to rely on like favoriting pages, searching in Confluence, and for non-technical users, that can be pretty challenging, and soon they just are asking people. I used to work in IT. I'd get asked for oh, where's a link to this? Where's a link to that? Now we can put those links maybe in the nav bar. So here is an example of like IT. This link would go to the IT space where they might have a landing page that's more extensive, but then their sub-menu items are like service desk, security policy, quick links that, it's convenient to have them here, rather than like here on the side where you have the service desk, but if I were to go on to another page, I don't have these quick links on the side. You might have saw when I was in the Our Company tab, you have the ability to add pictures, make it look a little bit nicer, a little less wiki-ish. Here's an example of not having tabs. And then you can also not have a menu, it can just be a link up here. So here I have my Wisconsin link. I'm from Wisconsin. You can personalize this menu. So using Confluence groups, the Wisconsin user group is attached to me, so Wisconsin shows here. Molino here would have the Wiesbaden user group, so Wiesbaden would show up on the menu. So that's another thing that, when I talk about the news, which is really important, is that Overwhelming information people see turns them off to a lot of tools. If you see too much information, you stop using that tool. Personalizing it helps with that. Another example using pictures, just kind of showing off kind of different designs you can do. Here are different products we have that I mentioned at the start with the pictures once again, linking to the different teams. And once again, since I worked in IT, you can highlight the service desk up at the top. Those quick links people might need to access. Cool. Then we'll jump into the background. So how do you make this nav bar? So really, it's as easy as clicking the plus icon, add an item below. Maybe we call this item events. Click save. And now when we go into our company, it shows up here, but it doesn't have anything under it, and it doesn't have a picture. So we can come back down, enter in the link to the events page, add a picture here, and then click the plus and add items below that and create the menu. So pretty simple there. You get your preview here, and then you click save. It publishes it to live. So that, once again, this is the result of our 6-week cloud initiative. So this was developed in 6 weeks, along with 3 other apps. Please give me your feedback on these apps. I know the team wants to hear it. What can we add? What can we change? What do you like? Are there other apps that you want to see? But I know I'm quickly running out of time, so I'll jump to news. News is really just enhanced blogs. So we're probably all used to having like just a list of blogs that could be sorted by category or space. But having this, we call it a cover stories macro on the on-prem version. This is a macro where you can customize what blogs are shown and then have pictures for those blogs. So when I click this, it will just go into a regular Confluence blog, but this looks more attractive to non-technical users. This top section is, we call it global news. For an example, it's all from the global space or like HR. Maybe it's financial updates, just important things everyone should know. Maybe you put this cover stories macro up at the top, and everyone sees that highlighted up there. And then as they scroll down, you insert a news list, which will be you can personalize then. So if maybe I can zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see. This news is from News Germany. I have both the News Germany user group and Wisconsin user group. So I see both here. But say I only wanted to see the US news. If my feed was clogged with 4 blogs about Germany that maybe are in German and I can't read, I stop reading blogs altogether. So being able to personalize it for US people, you could get rid of these 4 blogs and have the same dashboard. So I guess you could create 2 different dashboards with lists, but with this, you can have everything on one dashboard and it's personalized by Confluence group. There are a couple other places you can access the news as well. There is, on the home page here on the right, you can get a news list, and this is personalizable as well. So based on your Confluence group, you'll see different articles, as well as the news hub, where you can see all blogs. So I can search here, or I can just kind of browse. This isn't personalized, this is just all the content. So we'll jump into the back end of that, or of news. And you can kind of see the News Hub preview. If we wanted to limit, we don't want to show spaces or certain content. We don't want to show the author of the articles on the previews. You can customize that here. Different layouts. I personally like this layout the best. color scheme for articles that don't have pictures associated to them, so you can brand it to your company. And then here's where you'd customize that homepage feed, where the news section is what we're calling local news. It is specific to certain groups. It shows different blog articles from different spaces. And lastly, this is where the personalization would happen. It's as simple as saying news in these spaces are only visible for these certain groups within Confluence. So using Confluence groups to personalize your content. If you want to learn more, so here's our website on these new cloud apps. It's seibert.biz/new cloud apps. Like I said, we have 2 more that I didn't have time to talk about. But you can come here and download the apps for free, get a hold of us, maybe give us some feedback. We'd love to hear your thoughts and what we can improve on. Yeah, I think one last thing was, here's the link. So seibert.biz/new cloud apps. Go there, or you can come up and approach me. I'd love to hear your feedback. I think that's about it. Thank you.
Any questions?
Yeah, we got 2 minutes. 1 minute. No question.
All right, thank you, Colin.
It was too good.